Hi.
Hey, good morning, Paul.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm quite tired this week.
Yeah, I can imagine you are busy because you got Saturday coming up and then Miladacious,
Yes.
so it's not easy.
Everything's going on at the moment. It's something like everything.
Yeah,
By Saturday, one thing will be done, and then it'll be
yeah,
two.
but that's life, I think.
Yes.
But could you share with us what you have prepared for the Saturday? How this 15th birthday of Botanical Gardens will look like?
I think we're just trying to invite people from Auronevi to come and see what work's gone on here in the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just prepared to it's a very simple day where we take people for walks around the garden.
Yes.
And then at 3 o'clock we're going to do a treasure hunt, which will go all around the garden with clues, which will be for families, children, anybody.
Okay. Yeah, this is a
so
popular game in Auronevi, right?
Yes, and I think we're just going to try and get as many people running around the gardens trying to find the clues as possible.
Cool.
And then at 4:30, along with Jesse and Wazo, we'll do a little bit of a Genius Brothers style intervention to give it some focus. And then after that, we'll just have tea and biscuits, or samosas and vadais, or something like that.
Definitely.
So it's very simple. It's not too elaborate, but it just gives people a chance to come.
Yeah, but it sounds catchy, you know. Treasure Hunt and Genius Brothers. I think sounds pretty exciting for the Saturday.
Yes.
Tell me something. You are the person who started with it 15 years ago, correct?
Walter from Shakti, and Auronevi, who now lives in Darkali, and myself were the three people that started this idea. And so we were the ones that sat down and sort of put the idea of the project together and went to Auroville and suggested it when the land was available. And since then it's evolved through all sorts of people being involved. And Walter still is involved in a sort of advisory way. And Auronevi's moved on and does more her work in Darkali.
So if you look back and today, how do you feel?
It's a very beautiful place. I think it's moving towards what we hoped it would become. We're obviously not going as fast as we might. We've had cyclones and trees have blown down. But on the other hand, we've got a really nice bunch of people working here. And it feels like a place where the plants are happy and there's the hands of many people working. And it's a sort of a creative space where people can come and express their joy of working with plants.
That sounds great.
It's a beautiful space to walk around, right? So I think all of those things are very fulfilling. And we have, a chance to invite schools to come here and other people to come. So I think it functions on the different levels that it's supposed to function on as well.
That's great. So it's not only Botanical Garden for the, preserving the species and to have an aesthetic and beautiful view, but it's also a learning thing and it's also a nursery, right?
Yes. Yes. Well, the nursery is important because it creates the funds and it generates income, which is a big issue at the Botanical Gardens. When you run such a place like this, you always need to be creating income to support the garden. And the people that work here. So the nursery is a very big part of the garden, along with the
seedlings
projects that we run outside.
And you're also running a seed bank, right?
The vegetable seed bank is much smaller than it used to be, but it still does run. And we preserve basically the vegetable seeds that grow well in the Auroville conditions.
So the local species.
Went through a large period when Stefan was in charge. Now Stefan has withdrawn from that and does other work. But we still continue the seed bank in